It's your boy Big Baby. Support sporting icons for latest boxing news. Cheeseburger.
Right, article in the description box for you guys to go have a read of it for yourself, which is part of the World Boxing News article here, where Deontay Wilder spoke to Richard Poxton on the Poxcast, which is a podcast here in the UK, where he said that the Anthony Joshua fight will happen when the time is right. And we'll get straight into his statement and then we'll have a little chat about it. So this is Deontay Wilder's statement. If everything could be worked out, that would be an amazing fight. The conversation isn't ever closed. Nothing is ever out of conversation. Sometimes things take time and egos play a part, but things come together at the right time. I believe in the right appointed time. I can tell you right now that I'm 33 and this is my time. Everything that's owed to me will come 2 times fold. You're all going to witness to see it. Deontay Wilder's statement. Now, he does go on about some other bits as well, which I've already covered in previous videos. But just based on what he says there, quite clearly, the time is not right. And it was never right, which is one of the reasons why he never signed it. These little trinkets keep falling out of his mouth all the time. As I said, Wilder never wanted this fight, and his fan base know this, but that's not what they're going to tell you. So, yes, he is 33. This should really be his prime years right now. Unfortunately, he hasn't improved at all since his early days, but he always carries that big punch, that is for sure. Now, as far as everything that's owed to me will come 2 times fold, yeah, that's right, you're soon going to lose, because that's what's owed to you, because you've been nothing but disrespectful to your fellow comrades of boxers. Anthony Joshua, you called the slave of a white man in Eddie Hearn. Dominic Breazeale, you said that you want his kids to sit front row to witness his crippling, to be disabled. You said that you want a body on your record and you hope that it was Bermain Stavern. You say all these kind of things. Okay, so yeah, something will come back to you. Karma. Right, now, the thing is, what more can he really do? He's been offered $120 million to fight the guy that he's fighting next anyway, plus back-to-back fights with Anthony Joshua, when he always said it's not about money, it's about legacy. When a champion calls your name, you rise to the challenge. It's not about money, it's about legacy. Okay? I promise my fans, I love my fans, there will be one face, one name, one champion, and it's Deontay Wilder, all that kind of good stuff. Now, that's not to say that if you did fight Anthony Joshua, that's not what's going to happen. It's heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen. Personally, I believe it will be a Joshua versus Charles Martin 2.0. That's what I think will happen. Anthony Joshua will just annihilate him. But as I said, he does carry that big punch. You never know. Joshua is not unhittable. Okay, so, but for me, if you can't get him in the ring for 120 million, I mean, what kind of thing can you do? Because not only are you getting way more money than what he deserves, he's not a pay-per-view fighter, but it's just absolutely crazy money. They were overpaying to try and get that fight, but he just doesn't want to do it. He talks about loyalty. It's got nothing to do with loyalty. It's him being told what to do by Shelley Finkel and Al Heyman. That's all it is. As I said to you before, he is their car washer, their pool cleaner. Wilder, you will do what we tell you to do, or I'm going to stick you back in that box. That's all it is. That's all it can be. Who the hell turns down $120 million? And of course, his fan base, yeah, Wilder, he's being a boss. He turned it down. But yet Joshua turns down $50 million, which wasn't even real. And suddenly AJ's ducking, but yet they're not saying Wilder's ducking. Do you see the two-facedness of it? But as I said, I mean, for him saying that everything that's owed to me will come to me, yeah, a loss is what's owed to you because of the way that you've been carrying on. You've been bringing the sport into disrepute. You just done an absolute cancer on boxing. That's my honest opinion. You really are. You and your hardcore fan base are just absolutely vile with the things that you guys do and say, and try and wind up people who are actually doing things like Anthony Joshua. He is actually stepping up. He's had half the fights, he's had 22 fights, yet he's a unified heavyweight champion on 2 occasions. Okay, so anyway, at the right time, the fight will happen. When is the right time? Well, the right time will be never. That's when the right time will be, or after he's already taken a loss and he's, please AJ, give me a payday, please AJ, I don't want to go on GoFundMe. because I was stupid. I turned down $120 million. But the thing is, that one of the things that wind me up is that even if he does beat Dominic Breazeale, you know, Eddie Hearn and DAZN and everybody else involved will go back and increase the offer. Keep on pandering to this man. He doesn't deserve it. AJ don't need undisputed. He's already undisputed. Okay, he already owns the same amount of belts as the last undisputed heavyweight champion in Lennox Lewis. He owns the same amount of belts. The different belts, of course, because Lennox Lewis didn't own the WBO. He had the WBC. And Wilder saying that WBC is of more value than all of those belts combined, absolute lunacy. But anyway, for me, I don't think that this fight is ever really going to happen. I think that one of these guys is going to take a loss real soon. It's only a matter of time. Even Joshua says he expects to lose at some point. And even Wilder has been saying it quite recently as well. You know, he hates all the training. He hates all of it, and he's not afraid to lose, and at some point he may well lose. But yeah, he wants to talk about going for the 50-0. You can't go for 50-0, Wilder. You've got a draw in your record. A gifted draw at that. It should be a loss, but officially you've got a draw on your record for your last fight against a guy who was way out of shape and spent 3 years out of the ring. So anyway, it is what it is. You can't beat Marciano's record. Marciano had no losses and had no draws. So 50-0, you can do 60-0, you can do 100-0, but you're always going to have that blemish of a draw when people know it should have been a loss. Anyway, drop your thoughts below. Article is in the description box as always. Go over read it for yourself. As I said, he doesn't just talk about that bit, he talks about other things as well, and about how can you sign for a fight when you don't know what the other guy's getting. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you know, you get $120 million to fight Dominic Breazeale, who you have to fight next anyway, plus back-to-back fights with Anthony Joshua. And legacy, right? But you're too concerned about how much Joshua's getting. That is just another excuse on top of another excuse, like Wilder has always done. There's always seems to be an excuse. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.